Hello, everyone. Good evening. Today is another day. I brought one of our guests, early career designer. So, is like a parent for two children, and today we are going to discuss much more interesting topics related to children, how their mental as well as career development in under teenage. So, welcome to parenting talk show. So please introduce yourself, few words about yourself, and we can carry forwards.
Thank you, Sankara, so giving me the opportunity. So for this particular talk show, and yep. So my name is Sudip Maiti. I'm a early career designer. My mission is to help the 1 million youth to grow in their personal as well as the professional career growth. And last 2 decades, so I'm into the IT industry, and I have struggled a lot in my career journey when I've started my career. And
Yes,
that's the reason I thought of, okay, why not to help to the people, so that those who are like me just came out from the engineering, not recruited to campus, they're struggling in their career, they don't know what to do because the parents are not that way help them, because parents are not, it's not a parent's problem basically. It's a parents doesn't have the idea, because they are not that much educated might be, or their the line of education might be the different, so they don't know. So for them, so I'm trying to help them so that they should not face the problem what problem I have faced. Thank you, Sankara, giving me the opportunity in your talk show. Yeah,
yeah,
we can
thank you.
move forward. Yeah.
It's honor to be part of this. So, yeah, today, what is the we will go for it. Most probably, we will speak about career and how their growth and what is the thing. So, just of all, I want to know what are all the main soft skills required for teenagers. See, teenager is the age they need to like uh, showcase themselves once they enter into the market. So what are all the soft skills required, and what kind of support from parents is
Okay.
required?
Yeah, soft skill in the sense, as you all know, that the soft skill it's pretty much important, and that should grow from the teenage age itself. And for that purpose, I would say the first thing is the communications. Today, everything it depends on the communications. If you are
Yes,
not communicate in proper way, so that would be the really difficult for you to express your thought in front of the people. That is the very much important skills, and which needs to be grow during the teenage age. And to grow in that particular aspect, so what I would suggest for any of the teenage, so I have started doing that same thing for my elder son. So I asked him, so you just write it down, maintain some diary, and you write it down. What are the things you have done from the morning to till the night, going to bed prior to that? It might be the 10 minutes, you just write it down the below points, what are the things. That might be the same activity you are doing, but still you should write it down. And second thing is that I told him, so you should speak at least 5 minutes, even though the five, not 5 minutes, to express yourself. Speak at least the 1 to 2 minutes in front of the mirror. If not possible in front of the mirror, if you are comfortable in front of your mom or dad, someone else, you can speak in front of them and tell them what you have learned so far from
yeah,
today morning onwards, whatever the study you have done. That is the one of the most important thing, communication. Otherwise, there is the lot of other platform is there for the children, so to uh, help them to go to that particular platform. I know that there is a Toastmaster club. In that particular Toastmaster club, there is a for uh, the teenage, there is a separate club is there. That club is called a Havels club, Gavels or Havel, something like that. So they
yeah,
have
yeah.
a club like that. Okay, so you can put your son there, so that they will be the, if they're the introvert, so might be those, they they can overcome that particular the public speaking fear
Yes,
slowly. Yeah, that is the one thing. Another thing is that what I would say, so yeah, because is this COVID situation, so all the children, teenage, they're already, they're found only their parents the whole day. or might be the some of their other family members like a grandparents and all. Okay, other than that, nobody, no friends, nothing. And in that particular situation, what is the problem is that the kids, that the outlook, everything has been it's the blockage, I would say. It's not the exposed to the public and all. And that's the reason that the more introvert nowadays, and the bonding is always with the parents. So in that aspect, so what I would say, so as a parent, so you should give the proper guidance to your children, and you should mingle up with the children. So try to understand their feelings and give them the moral boost so that they can ready to take the action, understand their what they want to say. Okay, so and based on that, so you should analyze your son or daughter and give it them to the right direction what they want to do in their life. And the third thing what I would see this, the confidence level. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the one of the most important factor. Okay, so in that particular aspects what I would say, so yeah, so when you will be do some kind of the meditations, or might be the reading some self-help book. Okay, and you should try to figure it out who is your the ideal person. That might be your parents or somebody. You
Yes.
try to just make it replica of that particular person, so automatically you will feel that, so your confidence level will be slowly increase.
Right.
Okay, so these are the few things I would advise. Okay, another thing is that, so today's children, because of this COVID, they are uh,
Going
not
out.
going out and all. Okay,
Yeah.
so base thing is that what I would say, so do some physical exercise, which is pretty much required, and go to your own home terrace or somewhere else exactly, or might be the inside room if the place is there. So do some kind of the exercise at least daily basis, the half an hour, so that so your mind physically and the mentally you will be the in a good condition. Okay,
Okay.
and sometimes but the most of the cases I have seen that the people the teenager, that either this digital age, either they are sitting with the tab, or might be the some of the movie in the TV. So try to help them to understand. You can just fix up a time for them. This is the particular time only you can use this digital gadgets and all. Might be the 1 hour in a day, and ask them. You have to earn that particular things. It's not pretty easy way you will get this particular things. You study today this much hours, so you will get that. Okay, so this is the things I am doing for my son. I'm just try
Okay.
to tell him, so whatever you want to earn, you earn it from us. We will give it to you. But the thing is that you will not get easy way. That's the thing.
Yeah, they
And I
need to
have
know
fixed up
the.
a yeah, I have a fixed up a time for them, the 1 hour. This is the 1 hour only for you. Nobody will disturb you. Whatever you want to watch in TV or might be the tab, you see it, not an issue. But the thing is that this is the only time frame you have to do that. Don't go beyond that. It's a fixed time for you. You find it out. So what would be the suitable time? But this is the time you have to go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, like as I know, you both are working. So,
Yeah.
how much is it complicated? Because like when you are in work, so maybe like how you make your kid will be follow the 1 hour rule. Because like most of the cases is different, so they can't monitor and they do have their work. Like see, like because of pandemic, most
Correct.
of the people are working from home.
Yeah.
So and moreover, like work also is not 8 hours. Now it will be keep on
Correct.
increasing because we are working from home. Maybe either our comfortable or it like someone comfortable. We need to work more than that. So how working parents need to handle that kind of rule or regulations to their kids? Like, is there any tips for them?
So tips in terms of that, what I feel that, so you should have a faith and trust, but you have to
Bonding
do the monitor. You have to do the monitor for your kids, for your the children.
children.
Correct.
Yeah.
You should have the faith on them. You should trust them. Okay, and you
Yeah.
should win their confidence. And I would say the avoid saying the negative things, and you behave with them as a friend. You are their friend, and
Yeah.
if you can feel them, feel himself or herself, you are their friend. So you are there at home. What about the things? They will be they will ready to discuss with you all. Okay, for my son, exactly what I would say, he's most of the thing he is always discuss with his mom, everything, whatever he will do at outside, what he will eat, what book he will study, where you want to he wants to go,
Yeah.
everything he will discuss with his mom. And another
Okay.
things, being a parent, you should stop comparing with others. That is the
Others.
most important thing. Because
Okay.
the thing is that most of the parents did the mistake here. They start comparing with the other children. His son is doing these things, why you are not done that? So stop those things. Every children is a unique children. You
Yes.
and treat is treat them in a different way, I would say, so that they can establish their own characters. So they should not be the comparable with the other people, and don't suppress them. Okay, so that children, her his or her child is pretty good as compared to you. Why you are not raising yourself up to that mark? You feel that your child is better than that child as a parent, and you tell him, so you are the unique one. Whatever you are doing, do it. So don't worry. And as we all know that this formal educations,
Yes.
okay, so it's only give you some kind of the eligibility criteria to find out the job for you. Okay, so after few days you will understand this formal education is nothing.
Yeah.
As long as you can't control yourself, your mind will start controlling yourself, so you are gone.
Yes. And same thing, like when we are asking like a formal education and parenting. So,
Yeah, yeah,
what is the most important? Like, see, when we talk about parenting, and when you talk about formal education, so what will be
yeah.
the most important for the child growth?
You see, this formal education is always required. Okay, it's without that you can't survive. Correct.
Yes.
Basic knowledge you should have, but on top of that, so you should learn some other things which will be required for you to grow in your the next life journey,
Yeah.
and that you need to figure it out. And being a parent, you should guide your children into that particular direction, because parents are the best teacher for his or her children.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, like I gone through one document like recently. So saying that there are two pillars. One is like a parent, another one
Yeah.
is system of education. So
Okay.
anyway, you never seen how to do your child development, like for a parents or anyone. No one is teaching. So when we talk about parents, so it's like a most important thing for their life. They need to take care of their children,
Correct.
and still, like in India, more than 60 billion people, or like 60 lakhs to every year 3 crores parents are coming into the picture, but still most of us are taking like as a granted one from their parents or their grandparents. So is there
Oh,
anything we need to educate the parents? Because there is no way we'll getting like either a system of education or formal education or somewhere else we are not getting any information related to parenting, how we need to do the child development. And right is like a see thing is, even other thing is like what time we need to take care of it. Like suppose at what time they can grasp and what time they can take a help, or at is age, like what age they are going to take some next step. So that should be based on experience we are going to get. It will take like a long time, means like sometimes we may take a failures as our next learning. But instead of that, is there any way we can teach a parents or someone like somewhere else apart from education? Because education never and ever, there is no government is providing parenting in education. So how we can make
so
sure?
you are talking about the how to groom to the parents, correct?
Yeah, parents, yes.
Okay. So to groom to that parent, so in that you see, so there is no theoretical books and nothing is there. It's
Yes.
all the things exactly based on the experience. You are seeing your surroundings who are all there,
Yeah.
so you know that, so how their children is brought up. Okay, so based on, you can figure it out within your friend circle, or might be the someone else, or your colleagues and someone else, your very close circles, those who are there. You
Mm.
try to see their children, how they groom their children, because there is no literature, nothing is there. You can figure it out through Google, lot of things are there. But the thing is that, so
Mm.
if you try to implement each and everything theoretically, so that will not be happen, okay,
Yes.
within you. So better to find it out as a good parents. There is a lot of parents are there, you can figure it out within your circle, and you just try to follow them what they're doing. And you can understand exactly when you will try to see them how their children's behave with with their parents. And you try to, then you can, I would say, so you take advice from them, what are the things they are doing for their children, and what is the best out of that, you feel that that is the good thing for your children. You try to implement that. If you feel that that is not good for your child, because your child has some different kind of the character as compared to their child, correct?
Others.
So if you
Yeah.
yeah, so if you feel that that is not applicable, so better not to implement. There no forceful hard and fast rule that you have to implement that one only. But still, yeah, that is the only way. Or might be the there is the lot of counselor is there. Okay, you go to that counselor, try to learn, try to understand about your child, and take advice from them. So that is the only different way I feel that, and I did for my son also.
Okay.
So and that's the only thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that is also like a parents need to know, right? Like what we
Correct.
are doing is correct or not. At least they need to evaluate themselves and they need to reach out for seeking help. So
Correct.
that should be
Correct.
awareness. Yeah.
Correct.
So like another question I have it, like how to handle teenagers who are
Mhm.
like very aggressive and adamant,
Okay, that is
because
very
it's
difficult.
like a yes, early yes, then okay, we can slap something or we can shout, they can listen. But when you talk about teenagers, how we can handle this kind of scenario?
Correct. Correct. So better not to give a hurt to him or her. Okay, so what I would say as a parent, so you better to sit down with your children. Okay,
Yeah.
discuss with them, try to make them understand what is the good thing, what is the bad thing. They will understand that much thing being a teenager.
Yeah.
Okay, and make themselves, may feel themselves that you are their friend. Okay. Okay, so and try to discuss each and everything with them, I would say.
Yes.
And also ask them and what make them happy. If something is make them happy, you try to behave like that way exactly. If they feel that, so they're very fond of their mom or dad, whoever might be, so ask them to sit with him or her and try to explain what is your problem and try to understand that problem. And based on that problem, so you do one thing, you just guide to him or her. Okay, there might be the lot of other reasons, so but the thing is that, yeah, so that is the best way. Because the thing is that if you can, if you are hurt to the teenagers, what I would say, so that will be the going into the different direction exactly. So better not to do that particular thing. Don't do that mistakes, because the 2 days, the old timer, the scenario was the bit different. Okay, but
Different.
the new generation, so their behavior is pretty different. Okay, so better not to do that. Sit down, try to discuss, and what they want exactly. So try to understand them and try to make them feel comfortable with you only. So this is the only thing I would say. So,
Okay.
and
So yeah.
sometimes you feel that, so I would say, so give some kind of the rewards also to them. Okay, if they've done some good thing, give some rewards to them. Okay, also sometimes I would say, so being a parents, you take them out. Okay, and might be the sometimes what I used to do with my wife and my son, I used to take them sometimes. It's a surprise kind of the thing. Okay, we'll go out today, tonight. Okay, so you can finish it of your whole studies and all, so we can go out tonight. and there is no study. Okay, forget about the study. So that they will be also comfortable. Oh, that's good here. So my parents, my father or the mom is taking care of me, at least giving some importance to me. So those are the things. Yeah. So we are not giving any kind of the rewards, and you are expecting everything from them. That will not work out.
Yeah, right. And moreover, like, so when you talk about like healthy environment, so because
Yeah.
like when we talk about because of this pandemic, we might not have a correct kind of environment outside, because we are not allowing to go outside as well. And how can we build healthy environment at home?
You see, most of the cases I would say nowadays, the because of this the situation now, our parents is the more mostly the killer for
Yes.
their children. What I would say, because the most of the family, the young, because we are the in the nuclear family brought up most of the
Yes.
children
Yes.
nowadays,
No. Yeah.
and they know, so whatever that their parents are doing, so it's for them only, correct?
Yes.
And they know that they're becoming very selfish in that particular aspects if you think about.
Yeah.
And the children, this teenager I would say, basically they're
Yeah.
observing how their parents, the mom is behaving with their father, or might be the father is behaving with their mom. Okay, so they try to observe all those things. And most of the cases if you see this particular the all this the work culture, in our work culture we don't have the time for each other, correct? And
Yes. Yes.
sometimes because of this office work pressure and all, we lose our temper. And
Yeah.
sometimes those things is outburst at your home environment, and which is the major problem I would say. Because of that, the children is divert into the different direction. So being a parent, so you should not fight, or might be the doing the argue in front of the children. Try to avoid those things.
Yes.
That is the one thing. So hello,
Yes. Yes. I'm able to hear you. Please.
I don't know where is the background noise is coming somehow. Yeah. So that is the one of the most important things, and because of that healthy environment is not maintained at home.
Yeah. And on top of it, like, is there any way like a mentalness, like suppose doing meditation, doing some physical
Yeah,
exercises?
do, yeah. So yeah, better to influence to them. So as a parent, so they should follow to you. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is the thing. So if you, whatever you will do as a parent, so ensure that your son should follow to you, and you should not force to them. Okay. But the thing is that through the emotional way you can make them follow to you, I would say. Okay. So because if you can if you start forcing them you should follow to me, no one will follow to you, correct? So
There is a,
they should, yeah, that will be the separate repercussion for that. Okay.
yeah.
So but if you are doing any good things, so someone should highlight at your home that you see your father or your mom is doing something different. Okay. Why not you follow your parents? They're doing the great thing. Why not you
Yes.
follow them? So they will be your role model. You make them role model and follow them, and do the, if they are doing the meditation exercise for their physical health, so you should also do that.
Yes.
And yeah, so that is the one thing. So exercise, meditation, that is the very much important. Okay. And the second thing is that the make some time for them. Okay. So there should not be on always, if you tell your children so study, 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 so nobody will do the study. Okay.
Very
So
true.
they
Yeah.
will be sitting in front of the laptop or something like that. They will do the thing, but the nothing is going to their head. Okay.
Yes.
So better to behave like a friend. Okay. And the another way I would say, the sometimes I feel that, so you take them to the out, as I told previously, so where you can also the play with your son. Okay, with your daughters, so they also feel that, okay, so yeah, so whatever the time is there, so I can spend with my parent in effective way to relieve my stress and all. So that is the thing, so I would say. And
So
most
you
of the
mean,
children, yeah, another
yeah.
thing is that, so that due to this the digital age now, so children, you have seen, I believe, so they are not sleeping well because they are the very fond of this video games and all. Okay,
Yes.
so
Addicted.
and that is the bigger problem, I would say. So they, and always I would say the back of their mind, no, so all these games and all, everything is going on, even though they sleep, so they are not fully slept.
Yes.
So something is going on back of their mind. And I have seen for my younger son, what he is doing during the sleep also, he will talk
You will
about
talk.
that particular, yeah, about the game and all.
Yes.
So that's the reason. So yeah, so I told my wife so to ensure that, so fix up a time for him, because the thing
Okay.
is that now the elder son is bit bigger, so he understand what is good, what is bad. But the younger son, what he is doing, so both the parents, they are working, so nobody is there for him whom he will talk. Okay, so he
Yes.
has only, he found his one friend is the TV cartoon is the friend for him. So most
Yeah.
of the time he is, yeah, so most of the time he is spending with the TV, and he start copying that particular things what he is seeing in the TV, and the
Even they
same
will.
dialogue, yeah, same dialogue he will repeat, same dialogue he will repeat
Yes.
with you, and the same thing while sleeping also, no, so he will start remembering, memorizing those things, I believe. And that's the reason when you will start memorizing those things, no, so from your back of your mind the same thing will appear, released from your mouth,
Yes.
the same
Right.
word. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Even I have noticed the same thing like my kids as well, because while
Yeah,
sleeping also they will talk something and they laugh
yeah, yeah.
something.
Hmm.
Like they will shout on one, on like suppose first kid will shout on second kid will shout on other. Like it's
Yeah, yeah.
really so whatever they are doing daytime activity, same thing will
Correct,
be repeated on while sleeping as well.
correct, correct, correct.
Okay, when we talk about career, so because
Hmm.
you have more than 2 decades of experience on IT industry. So when you talk about early career, so
Hmm.
what is the right time to start? I mean, it's like while they are doing graduation itself, they need to start, or once completed, like which will be the better so that they can get a good success at the end of year, like a final year or something.
Okay, yeah. So it's like a career and everything. Everything. Being a children. So when
Yeah.
they start grow up, I would say that for the children 9, 10, 11, 12, these 4 years are the very crucial for them,
Okay. Yeah.
because this thing is that, so this is the I would say the pillar for their whole life. Okay, whatever they will, although it's a bookish knowledge, but still, without that you can't survive
You
this
can.
world.
Yes.
You
Yes.
can't
Yes.
survive. Based on that only you will be choosing the where, what are the career path you will take in your life, correct? And when you start your career path, prior to that, if you understand yourself, okay, what are the best career path for you, so that you can get success whatever you want to achieve. It might not be the doctor, engineer, or might be the anything, whatever you want. It might be the
Yes.
lawyer or something, whatever you feel that you are comfortable. And better not to give any kind of the pressurized to your son and daughter into the particular area. I would say, particular the most of the parents what they're doing, my son should be a doctor or engineer first of all, or might be that they has to be the 11, 12, they have to take the science. Without science they can't survive in this world. That is the theory or the mindset people have, most of the
Okay.
parents have. So you should not force to your children to take that kind of the path. Whatever the area they feel that they are comfortable, so ask them to take that particular the subjects. Ask them to choose. You tell me, so what is the subject you feel that you are comfortable?
Yeah.
Guide to them and tell them what is the bad thing, what is the good thing about that particular subjects. Because you as a parents, whatever the guidance you know, you can give it to your son or daughter. So that is the best thing, I would say. So, and that way, let them choose the subjects. After
Okay.
choosing the subject, you will feel that they will also feel that, okay, so I like this subject, that's the reason I have chosen this subject, and I can move my career path in this particular line only. Okay, so you should not force to them, so this is the line you should choose. That might be that lot of lines are there. Okay, so but that's the thing. So
Mm.
these are the 4 year they have to concentrate more on studies. They should build the pillars so that they can achieve what they want in their life.
Okay.
And also, as I told, this communication, confidence, all those things. Yeah. So if they start up during this particular stage, 9, 10, 11, 12, within these 4 years, and during the college days, the 3 years, or maybe the normal graduation is a 3 years, or might be the engineering is a 4 years. It's a total 8 years. If they culture all those things, no, the communications, the confidence, the self-discipline, and do some other things like exercise, meditations, if they follow all this routine and start reading the books also, which is pretty much required to increase your vocabulary, as well as if you start reading the self-help book now itself, and you will understand what are the how that person has reached to that particular level. Is there any way? What is his life journey? And if you can find it out that kind of the person, and try to role model him or her and follow him or her, so that way whatever you want you will achieve easily, and that will be the give you the exact the directions in your life, I would say.
Yeah, so that is absolutely right. So another thing is like, see, when we talk about at the earliest, so they are about stage fear, and sometimes
Correct.
they won't come up with any kind of questions, even though like sometimes either maybe like teachers or like lecturers, they are nullifying the questions, like saying that suppose someone is asking something, they will say like they will try to stop like nullify the question, and they will ask written question on the students. So that might be happened. Even I have seen a lot of kind of questions like from the either lecturer or in school teachers. So they don't want to answer, maybe instead of saying like okay let me try and get the answer, they will say like okay what will happen other way. So they will ask reverse question. So that might be the reason I have noticed. So how they will come up on next like when they enter into the plus two or a graduation, they are not asking any questions. If they I ask, they will ask a written question kind of thing. So this kind of mentality people like, or myth, or you can say like maybe having experience, so how they can come out of that comfort zone, and how they can open up, like
So do
asking.
you
Yeah.
asking questions to the teachers you are talking about?
Yeah, teachers or lecturers, or even if you talk about company also, when they joined as a
Mm-hmm.
fresher, they will not
Mm-hmm.
ask anything. Whatever they are saying, they will say okay, okay. Even they have a question on their mind also, they are not coming up because their mindset is
Yeah, it's nothing but basically the public the speaking fear. Exactly, they can't speak with their confidence. They don't
yes,
have the confidence within themselves. They
yes,
are not. That's the reason they feel that. So yeah, I was reading one book to the morning itself. So yeah, so in that book it's very much they have written there. Yeah, so whatever you want to say during the interview, okay, or might be the when you will be discuss with your peer, or might be the during your within your colleague,
colleagues.
whatever you want to talk, so better to talk in with your confidence, whatever based on your knowledge, okay, that might be the wrong or right, okay.
Okay.
So but the thing is that you should ask that question, and that is the things what I feel that being a interview giving during the interview, it should not like that only the interviewer will ask you the questions, and being a participant, or might be the opposite side the person, you should also ask the say different questions to the interviewer whether you are suitable for their organization or not. First thing. Second thing is that you should understand whether what kind of the requirements you are looking for, correct? As a
Yes.
applicant, you should know. Then only you can ask them, this is my requirements, whether your company is fulfill my requirements or not. Okay, so you should judge yourself. It's not like that only the interviewer will ask you the question and you have to give the answer. It's not like that. It's a vice versa, both the thing, so that the environment should be the very cool,
Effective.
and everyone should be very comfortable to give the answer.
Yeah.
And most of the cases what is happening this nowadays, I would say, the but the college teachers and the professors, the young professors as well as the teachers at school, they're very much comfortable. I would say, like a old timer, I have seen that the teachers and students relation was the bit different. Okay, there is the
Yes.
huge difference. But today's world, so it's bit different. I would say that mostly behave like a not like a very friendly, but still, yeah. So gap, at least they try to reduce the gap at least.
Yeah.
Not like a older age, like a, yeah, they will somehow they will hit to you if you are not answered the things in proper way. So
Yeah.
now nobody will torture to you nowadays to the anything. So
Yeah.
better
Nowadays.
to, yeah, better to, yeah, open up. And that's the reason. So I would say, so why they didn't open up? So because of the fear, they feel that if they ask something wrong, what the what the
Other people.
teacher will, not the teacher, they'll think that the colleagues or might be the friends. So what they will think about this particular query, what he is asking for, asking to the teachers or the professor. So better stop thinking on all those things. If you have something in your mind, better to ask and clear it out. As much as question you will ask and clear your doubts, so it will help for you. So that might not be the questions for the each and everyone. Your question might not be the arise some other person mind, correct?
Yeah.
So he or she has some other query, correct? So, but the thing is that better to clear it out. But the thing is that, yeah, so being a parents, what I would say, so uh, spend some time with your children and ask them. So if you as a parents, if you know that particular answer what he or she is looking for, if you can give the proper answer to him, then you can give the answer. If you don't know, during the parents teacher meetings, the school days, so you can tell to the teachers, okay, because the teacher will ask you, being a parent, if you have any question, you can also give your opinion. Okay, so student, your son will be there, son or daughter will be there, and being a parent also, you can ask the teacher. So this is the questions. And yeah, so might be the due to some of the reason he is not express himself or herself. So so yeah, so give the opportunity to the each and every children, so that they can ask their query.
Yeah.
But always the teacher will say, yeah, so we have given the opportunity, but he is not ready to speak.
It's not.
That's the
Yes.
problem. He is not ready to speak. But the thing is, yeah, so that's the thing. So after discuss with the teacher, so while coming back to home, so you can ask your son or daughter, so why not you open up in front of the teacher if you have any query. So because I may not know your subjects in the proper way, okay, and I may
Yes.
not know the things what you are looking for, okay. So whatever the query, if during that particular period of time, if you have any query, try to clear it out, so that your mind will be fresh, and whatever the answer you are looking for, you will get it, and so that you can uh, make yourself comfortable, I would say.
Yeah. Right. So just want to know something about your upcoming book and what is your plans and what you are going to add value to the universe.
Yeah.
Just few
So
words.
yeah, so my book is it's a take charge of your career and be the boss what you want to be. This is the book tagline of this book. And in this book, I have written mostly on my life journey, first of all.
Okay.
And
Okay.
second thing is that what I try to figure it out here, because I have failed almost the 17 to 18 interview when I started my career. Okay, because the no one was there. I was not very much comfortable in front of the camera, in front of the public speaking and all. Okay, so whatever you are seeing me now, so I'm not that kind of the person. Okay, but still I have overcome those particular things slowly because of my the burning desire from the inside. So I have thought of, okay, why not to overcome these things? This is not a rocket science. Okay, so I can,
Yes.
if I do the practice, I can make it happen. Nothing is impossible in this world. This is my theory, and this is the things I have written in that book. And also I try to explain to the people, so what are the different way because the interview is the one of the area where the most of the people getting failed in their life, and those who are from the I would say there's the remote area, okay, or
Yeah.
might be the people are getting a very less scores in their the degree because of the
Correct.
some of the family situation, or might be the some other reason, okay, but they're the very good student, might be, okay. So for them, how to face the interview and how you can the uh, clear your interview, what kind of the tips it's required. So I have written throughout that book is all about that, like that only. What are the how you can develop your mindset, and how the mindset will help you to crack your interview. So
Interviews.
whole books are almost like that, because that's the reason I have write it down the name itself, take charge of your career. So you should know what is the best area you should choose, okay, and what is the career path that you should take, and in that particular direction you should move forward. So yeah, and to build your career, so definitely, so everywhere the interview is the I would say the
That is the
gate.
step. Yeah.
That is the initial gate which you
Entry.
need to overcome, entry gate, you can say. You need to overcome, then only you get into the things, otherwise you can't achieve whatever you want, wherever you want to go.
Yeah, that is correct only because wherever you go, whatever, like either you have 2 years experience or 20 years or 30 years. So the only the process is interview. And so
Correct.
interview we need to crack, then only it will be next step and we will be in the success on that
Correct.
particular job.
Correct.
So like
I
when
have
you talk,
written given the I have written a lot of tips there, exactly, because
no,
also I was also not knowing all those things previously when I started my journey. But while
okay,
writing this book, so I have written lot of things exactly for different area. So
okay,
there those are the very minimum minute area where the
hmm,
people are looking for, okay.
okay,
And based on my experience in the industry for the 2 decades, I have seen that, and I have taken almost the every day 2 to 3 interviews on daily basis, almost now also I'm taking. So I know what are the things people are looking for basically. So they have
oh,
the lot of technical skills people have, I have seen, but the thing
but
is that still they fail in the interview.
yes,
And so I have tried to figure it out and tell to the people, if you follow these particular things, yeah, so you can overcome all those challenges. If you have
hmm,
this is the one kind of the fear you can overcome very easily. Nothing is impossible for you to move
everything is
forward, whatever. Yeah, everything is possible. Only thing is that you have to take a steps by your own, you have to take a action. So your coach, your mentor, or might be the your teacher, they will guide to you into the your parents, they will guide you into the right directions. But if you have to build your career, you have to own that particular things, and you have to take charge for that, so that you can achieve whatever you want to do in your life.
yes. Yeah, another question I have it like nowadays we can see like a teenagers they are getting immediately stressful or like a depression. Even small things or minor things happen in their front of them. So how they can overcome like this kind of stressful, like we know like they are not that much strong when we are like 15-20 years back, like when we brought up, no, that time we are very strong. Even though whatever happened, like at least we can have a thinking power and we can think whether it will be we need to react or not. So but nowadays because of like a nuclear family, there is no kind of a support from grandparents or uncle or auntie. So
Mm.
always they are looking parents and they're like either brother or sisters or cousins. So apart from that they haven't. But maybe that might be the reason I can say like they're not strong how it was like a 20, like 2 decades back or 3 decades back. So how can we make them like little bit of, instead of stress, at least they can think themselves before taking any like I can say suppose some fail in one subject. So even internals also they are taking like a very negative depression, and sometimes they will go like a very deep shot.
Correct.
So how
So do
can,
you think that how they can overcome that thing?
yeah, yeah, any kind of tips or
So
mm,
yeah, so tips is only one tips I would say for these teenagers. Nowadays, the because of this nuclear family and the parents and the parents are all are working, correct? Both of them are working. They
yeah,
don't have the time for their family. That's the biggest problem. Okay, so to ensure that the to overcome that problem, I would say so. Yeah, so spend some time. Somebody has to do the sacrifice. Okay,
yes,
might
yes,
be the husband or might be the wife. Somebody
right,
has to do the sacrifice. If both the people are the career oriented, it's really the disaster in their home.
yes,
They can survive, they can earn a lot of money, they can survive whatever they want to achieve in their life. But the thing is that what will happen after effects, their children, whatever
not able,
they want to achieve, not able to grow what they are looking for their children,
yes,
because they are
yes,
not spending time. The parents are only responsible for that. They can't blame to the other people or the children,
yes,
because they are not spending time. So afterwards what will happen, this teenager, they will not follow their parents exactly. They will try to
yes,
find it out someone else at outside. And they're always they think that so they try to figure it out, whoever they might be, their friends, or might be there some of their the friends parents and all. Yeah, if they will try to close very much close with them. Okay, because
yes,
it's because you see this is a human being's nature only. Yeah, so if you gives the time to them, so definitely they will try to express their thought with you. If you are not giving time to them, if you feel that, so yeah, so I my whatever I will say, it's so you should not be a dictator, correct? So that will not work out. So you have to be always in a friendly environment with him or her. Try to understand them and make them feel comfortable with you, so that they whatever they want to say to you, so you should listen them properly. It's not like that you are trying to avoid them. So,
yeah,
and as I told, so one person has to sacrifice at the home if they have to build the
proper,
son or the career or the life what they want, what they are looking for. So somebody has to do the sacrifice for that.
yeah. And the other question, like, see, when teenagers, right? So definitely they will compare with their friends, and they will come up and they will ask something. So that, see, maybe like when they are like younger, like a very child, like 5 years, 6 years, maybe we may not say like no, we will buy
Mm.
and we will give it like a small gift or big gift, whatever maybe. But
Mm.
when they comes to under teenage, they may ask like a bike or something like a mobile, like iPhone, something. So they
Mm.
will compare with their friends and they will come up and ask the questions. So how can parents say no without hurting them? Because it is a very very problematic, like we might be seeing a lot of people, like because they
Correct.
are not buying laptop or mobile, they
Exactly.
attempt suicide also. We have seen
That's true.
regularly in newspapers, so
Correct.
they
Correct.
can smoothly handle that scenarios.
Correct. So you being a parent, you should not react first.
Yes,
Second thing, what I would say, so you just ensure that your son should earn that particular things. You
yeah,
don't say you will not give it to them. Okay, you'll say that you I will give it to you. Don't worry about that. But the thing is that you have to earn that. You score, this is the marks, or might be the other things, whatever you want exactly. You tell him,
target,
this is the target. If you can achieve this target, I will give it to you. I'll give you the one example. I told my son in the last year. Yeah, I told him, if you score more than the 90% marks in your the
particular
class 8th standard, I'll give you the cycle. He was asking me what I will do in the during after coming back from the schools every day. You used to ask me. He asked me, why not you give me a bicycle? I told I'll give it to you. That's okay. Definitely I'll give it to you. It's not like that I'll not give it to you, but you have to earn that.
yes,
Then he has earned that. So that's the thing. Only thing is that what most of the cases why it is happening, that this teenager taking the different path. Okay, they're
Yes.
not following their parents because the parents doesn't have the time for their children. That's the biggest problem. So
Yeah.
being a parent, you should give time to your children and try to understand their emotion and all. That is the most important thing. And try to make them explain. So what are the things you can do for him or her, so that they will feel that they will also very comfortable with you. They will feel that, yeah, so my parents will give it to me whatever I want. Okay, but the thing is that the only one criteria is that you have to earn that, and it's
Yes.
in terms of the reward you can give it to them. That's it. So they will also happy. Okay, so I have achieved. This is my target.
Achieve.
This was
Yes.
my
It's a
target.
kind of
I have
target. Yeah.
yeah. This is the target I have achieved, and that's the reason. Yeah. Next year, if I need a mobile, so okay, okay, father, I need a mobile next year. Okay, no issue. You scored that. This is the marks I'm looking for, or might be the what are the other things, not only the marks, other things. If you feel that as a parents you are looking for within your son or daughter, you tell them, you will just do that. Okay, yeah, if me is comfortable to see you to achieve whatever you want or me want, so definitely I'll give you the in terms of the rewards, this thing what you are looking for.
Yeah. So that will be like very nice because see, like when we give a target that will be achievable, we know like that will be
Yeah, yeah.
achievable only we are giving for them.
But only thing is that you have to do, being a parents, you have to guide to them into the right
Yeah, how to
directions. That
achieve.
is the only thing.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that you can't, you do, you, if you can't say like that way, yeah, you have to do this thing, that thing. Okay. So side by side, like a which way you were just nurturing your team at the office, no? Same way you have to nurture your kid. More than that, I would say. Because they're your own blood. And you have to give the time to them.
Yes. And even sometimes we need to give more explanation like what we are doing, what we are doing. See, like a thing is many of kids or many of people does not have a sufficient food for 3 times per day, so
Correct.
that even they need to know, because that's
Correct.
not necessarily know, but they need to know like we are better than so many people
Correct.
before asking something. So those things also we need to educate them, so that they will not go beyond their thinking like okay, if I want asking, so definitely they have a target, and moreover they know like what is there and outside. Don't compare with the people who have something else. So that comparison also should not come when they want to do anything. And moreover, like when you talk about rewards, like not only this one, like is there any other way, like suppose when you talk about any kind of small like stars hug,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
some
small gift, small gift. That's it. Keep some small gift, no?
encouragement.
So
It's
what?
like
Yeah,
encouragements.
it's some kind of the encouragement. I'm telling you. So what we did when the elder son, he was in the fifth standard, I believe. Yeah,
Yes.
my wife, what she did exactly, so create a board kind of the things. Okay, and in that board, so she has given the some of the tasks to my son. If I could remember, I don't know, forget exactly, and ask him, so you have to be, you will get a whatever you will achieve. Okay, so you just put into that particular board.
Hmm.
Okay, so whatever she is looking for, so she used to write it down, those particular items. And if my son is achieved that particular things, ask him to put it on the board. And what happened, I'm telling you, when some of the guests came to the home and they're seeing that particular board, and they're asking what is this board is all about, and we used to explain to our guest and all.
Yes. Yeah.
And if he has achieved, my son is achieved that thing, then he will come out from the room and he will say, I have achieved these things, and that's the reason my mom is giving me this is the rewards for this. And we have written it on the board itself, and it's a some kind of the encouragement for him or her.
Okay. Okay.
Different way. So you see this, parents are giving the encouragement, that is okay. if someone coming from the outside and giving you the encouragement, so that is the different kind of the flavor altogether.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah, that is like a kind of encouragements, and even they will come to know like what to do, what not to do, and moreover,
Correct,
like there are few words we should not use at home, like don't do,
correct,
you are an
correct,
idiot, you are a
correct,
waste, something like so.
correct,
Instead
correct,
of
correct,
those words, so what we need to share, like we can take it in different way, saying that what went wrong instead of saying like you are wrong, what went wrong, what should be the right. So if you try to
correct,
explain the things to any like your child either at any age, so like they can listen and they can understand. So
correct,
instead of
correct.
scolding, try
Better,
to
better not to say the any kind of the negative the
words.
words at home
Yeah.
environment. Better.
Yes, yes. So and last question, so
Yeah.
what is giver mentality nowadays? I can see giver, giver, giver. So anything that will help for our children at the teenagers.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely it's helpful for the children. Givers is nothing but a gratitudes,
Okay.
imagination, visualizations, exercise, reading, and the
Yeah,
scribbling. These are the givers, definition of the givers. So we should show our gratitudes, whatever we have received so
one
far.
line, one
Okay.
line for at least one word, so that the
Yeah,
people can
yeah,
understand.
correct. So gratitude means nothing but a you are so many things you have received today. Okay, I'm sitting in this particular chair, I'm talking with the Mr. Sankara Pujari here,
Yes,
and I'm really grateful for that. Okay,
yes.
Sankara is giving me the opportunity to talk in his talk, so I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank
this is the example you can say about this gratitude. And
you. Yeah,
whatever you are today, it's because of the someone has the universe is giving you the opportunity, and you should give the great you show your gratefulness to the universe, correct?
universe.
So
Yeah,
that is the thing. The gratitude is nothing but that. Imaginations is you have something to achieve in your life, correct? You have
yes.
some goal, and for
Okay.
that purpose, what you can do, you can think about, you can close your eyes, automatically your mind will take you into that particular direction, and you can
Yes,
imagine that what you want to achieve. Visualizations, when you start imagining, automatically you can see that figure of that. If it is the tangible one, you can figure it out. Even though it is not the tangible one, at least you can do the feelings of that. Okay, so imagination and visualization. E means the exercise.
ex-
It's a each and everyone should do the exercise at least the half an hours
yes,
in a day. Any
yes.
kind of the exercise. It might be it's not like that you have to lifting the weight of the
Yeah,
100 kilo, 200
no need
kilo.
of
It's
any
not like
gym.
that. Something you should do the morning walk also. That is also more than enough. Morning walk, some kind of the stretching exercise at inside the home or yoga, whatever you want. Do it for
Yes,
the half an hour. Make yours. This is for your time, your body. This is the only thing I would say which will go with you at at your last stage of your life. Nothing will go with you except your this body. So please
yeah.
take care of your health. That is the most important thing. Health is wealth. And
Health is.
then the reading is very important. So while reading, you will learn a lot of things out of that. Any
Yeah,
kind of the reading. It's not like that you have to read some book or my way. You can read the newspaper. You will get a lot of things out of that.
knowledge.
And that kind of the practice you should build up. Initially, it will not immediately it will not cultivate within you. But the
Yeah,
thing is that if you do the practice daily basis, the few the pages of the book might be the 1 or 2 page one day you target. Okay, so first day you target for the 2 page, you might not be achieve the 2 page, only if you can achieve the 1 page. That's okay. You make it for the 1 page for the 2 3 days. Slowly you can the increase the number of page,
increase.
and yeah,
Yes,
that way so you will see this your speed of reading will increase. Okay, so that is the thing. And last thing is that the scribbling, which is pretty much required. I'm telling you, that's the reason we are telling no, read and write. Whatever you will think of, you can write it down on the paper, and it will be giving you the exact thing whatever you want in your life.
yeah.
and it will
Right.
be the automatically it will be stick to your the subconscious mind. And definitely what will happen afterwards, the subconscious mind will trigger to your the this front side mind, and that will help you to take the action.
Action. Right.
Yeah, and that's the reason givers is very important, and it's required for for each and every one, I would say, and we should follow that. And
Consistency.
last but not the least, I would say, one thing is that you should think about that you should be the learner throughout your life. Till the time you are alive, you should be the learner. Don't think that I know everything. Remove this particular concept from your mind.
Yes. Right.
Repetition is the mother of all. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Same thing you repeat. Who told you not to repeat? You repeat, no?
Yes. That will make comfortable. That will
Correct,
make more, and you can understand. You
correct,
can do the action more and more.
correct, correct, correct.
Yeah. So I think I'm done for the day. So thank you for giving such an opportunity to be part of Future Parenting Talk Show, because I hope this will help for most of parents. So just we want to enable the parents to understand what is the importance of parenting in their life, because only the way parents need to work towards their child development, there is no other one will work for their child growth, definitely only parents. So that is the only motto for this talk show. So I think we done, sir. Thank you for giving
Thank you for giving me the opportunity at your talk show. Good night to
thank you, sir.
everyone. Those who are watching us, so thank you to everyone, I would say. Have
Yeah,
a good
thank
day.
you
Good
one and
night.
all. Okay, see, good night, bye, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.